Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. Today we are going to be reviewing a game called King Arthur: A Knight's Tale. Now this game has been developed and published by Neocore Games, who actually sent me a key for this, so a big thank you to you guys. It's currently out on the PC. In fact, it's now officially released. It's been in open beta for a little while, and it is coming to Xbox and PlayStation. Apparently the plan for that is going to be around the end of this year, but no official date has been released, and it will also set you back around $45. It's also currently on sale on Steam for $40, so maybe check that out if you're interested after the review. So what is King Arthur: A Knight's Tale? Well, basically it is a dark fantasy turn-based RPG, a modern retelling of the classic story of King Arthur. Here we take on the role as Sir Mordred, and we have been tasked to kill King Arthur or whatever he's become. You see, the thing is apparently us and King Arthur have a bit of history. I'm actually his nemesis. We killed each other in battle, and now it's my job to kind of finish it once and for all. Now, I've been playing this game quite a bit over the last few days, and I've got to say, I'm a big fan of turn-based combat games anyway, but King Arthur: A Knight's Tale does a brilliant job from what I've seen so far. I always think when it comes to turn-based combat games, you have to think of games like XCOM and kind of compare it to that. It is different. There are a few more mechanics. There are mechanics that aren't in this that maybe you would want to be. But when it comes to the combat choices and the way you kind of explore the game, I really like it, to be honest with you. For the most part, I found my playthrough extremely smooth, no real problems whatsoever. The only issue I've had every now and again is with camera clippings, or when a structure has kind of got in the way of the camera that I'm currently looking at. Now, one of the things I love most about this game is the choices. As you play through your story mode and you kind of, go on your quests and do your levels, you get choices that kind of pop up. And at first you may not think, this is a big choice, but every now and again a choice pops up and you're like, this is going to be an absolute game changer. And the choices that you make impact the game that you're playing, so I really like that. There's also permadeath in this as well, so I mean the game does warn you quite often, there is permadeath, there is permadeath. I personally love permadeath, so when it comes to, bringing the companions with you and ensuring that those companions actually survive to the end of the level, sometimes that can be easier said than actually done. However, like I said, I really enjoy having that kind of element of risk within my playthroughs. This game also has character leveling as well, so depending on the companions that you actually, take along with you, those companions are going to be leveling up and then acquiring new stats, and you're going to have interchangeable gear and abilities and stuff like that. So it's a real in-depth RPG element to it as well, which again is done really well, I feel. As you progress throughout your story, you will be able to recruit more and more companions, kind of fill in your roster. However, you won't be able to take all of those companions out with you at the same time. You are limited there. But I do think this game does a good job at kind of balancing your team's power to the level or quest that you're currently on. This game also happens to be fully voice acted, and so far I've really enjoyed the voice acting that's kind of popped up. I'm glad it's not just purely text based. It kind of draws away from it sometimes when you're having to read through a lot of dialogue. But all the voices seem very different, very engaged in the story. In fact, the story is absolutely brilliant. A lot of the knights and things that are mentioned within the story, anyone that is familiar with King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table will immediately recognize references.
So, you are back as well, traitor. You probably don't remember me. I am just a walking corpse, cheated out of his death, and I will make everyone suffer for this injustice.
He is He was Sir Llewellyn, a once noble warrior with 2 sons, both knights.
Like I said, to see the game fully voice acted is very, very welcome and very engaging as well. Another small gripe, I guess, for me would be the fact that this game has very, very little tutorial mode. In fact, the only real tutorial is kind of jumping you in the very first level. I guess the very first level would be classed as a tutorial, but it doesn't really tell you what to do. It tells you where you need to go type of thing and gets you to interact with certain NPCs and, you know, get to point B. But you kind of have to figure it out for yourself. So anyone that's well versed in turn-based combat games is going to know exactly what they're doing. They're going to understand the strategies to it. However, people new to this genre may find this game a little bit of a struggle at the beginning. Luckily though, this game does have a wealth of different difficulties, which I haven't quite managed to play through all of them yet, but some of them do seem extremely difficult, which I'm quite excited about. There's going to be a good amount of challenge there, but there are easier modes as well. There's even a story mode, so the combat's almost, you know, easy as whispers. But this game is an in-depth game. It's a long game as well, and there's a lot of different, you know, small mechanics to it as well. As I said, for anyone that's interested in turn-based combat games, dark fantasy RPGs, or like the King Arthur story, I think this is going to be a game for you. And at $45, I think it's very reasonably priced. And I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10, which is a very respectable score on my channel. So I guess that about wraps up this video. If you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. We also have an active and growing Discord, guys, so if you want to jump in and kind of chat about any game that you happen to be playing, feel free. The link for that will be down in the description. And for anyone that's actually played this game pre-release, let me know down in the comments just how far this game has come and if you would recommend it to new players. Personally, I would. I think it was a highly fun game, one that I'm looking forward to getting further into, and I'm definitely going to be checking out this game and putting more videos on the channel. And for anyone that has stayed to the very end of the review, a big thank you to you guys. You guys are true legends. Best way to support this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and of course comment red banana down below. Just confuse all those people that didn't watch to the end or that are just new to the channel. But until next time, guys, I've been a monk, we've been Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, happy gaming.
In the old days, you raised the towers of mad wizards and crushed the champions of the she.